everyone, it's Kellie McThenia coming to you from the Carroll County 4-H and FFA Fair. We're ringside this morning. We're getting ready to start our beef cattle showmanship contest. Stay tuned and I'll lead you step by step through the contest. The first class of our beef cattle fitting and showing is our senior exhibitors, first class of seniors. I think these exhibitors are 18 years old, which means it's our last year in 4-H. Two young ladies this morning. You'll notice in their hand they are carrying a show stick. It has a point on the end as well as a hook, and that is how these young ladies will set up the feet on the animal. And then they'll scratch the belly to keep the animal calm. That's the goal anyway. Sometimes it doesn't matter what you do, they want to bounce around, but these two animals out here this morning are doing a great job. The young ladies are holding their animal's head up high, doing a great job. Our judge is the gentleman in the purple. He's looking for how well these exhibitors are showing off their animal, how clean the animal is, the exhibitor's personal presentation. He's feeling to see how clean the animal is. Young lady pulled her steer out of line to set him back up again. He must not have been cooperating. It's hard to see with this black animal in front of us. Now the judge is having them walk. He's looking for that eye contact that the exhibitor is holding between them and the judge. You'll notice in the ring we have a few ring helpers. Their job is to help keep the animals moving and make sure if an animal were to get away to help get it back. Judge has placed these exhibitors. Your first place exhibitor is the young lady with the white steer up there. Our next class is a second class of senior exhibitors. the reason why there are so many senior showmanship classes, because there are so many senior showmen, so they're breaking it into closer age ranges. The two young ladies that were just in the ring are, like I said, last year 4-Hers. These exhibitors in the ring now are 16 to 17, I do believe. So they still have a couple more years in 4-H. This Hereford cow here on the end doesn't want to get in line. The beef cattle differs from the dairy cattle fitting and showing. The dairy cattle was earlier in the week. The judge for beef cattle doesn't necessarily ask them as many questions as a judge would in a dairy cattle show. Beef, he's looking for how well the exhibitor is showing off that animal and not really drawing the attention to themselves. And another thing he's looking for, I know it's hard to see, but there's a young man with a Angus steer, third in. The judge had touched his steer to feel how clean it was, and you'll notice some of these exhibitors carry a comb in their back pocket, and that young man, he took the comb out and brushed over where the judge had felt the steer, and that is something he's looking for, to get the hair back in the correct spot. It just shows awareness, good showmanship skill to have. These exhibitors have been working with their animals day in and day out. Many of these exhibitors also go to other shows throughout the year, starting in the winter, going to different shows, so they get plenty of practice in the ring before coming to the county fair. You'll notice the different breeds of cattle in the ring now. It doesn't matter for showmanship what animal you use. It's up to the exhibitor. We have some steers. A steer at one point was a bull. It has been castrated. We have not too many heifers in the ring. I don't know if we have any in this class. We have a cow on the end. It's totally up to the exhibitor what animal they want to use. Now for the market show tonight, that is steers only, and some of those animals will be sold at the livestock sale Friday evening. We have a few steers out here who are not wanting to stand in line. That's why these exhibitors are walking their animals back out of line and bringing them back in. And then they'll set them back up with their show stick. Does not hurt the animal. It's just to get those feet where they should be. And then scratch the belly. It's almost like a domino effect. When one starts acting up, then they all do. I think our judge is getting ready to place these animals. It looks like he has his top two exhibitors up there, the two young men with the black steers. This red steer is not wanting to get those feet set up. Sometimes it's better to just leave them alone. From experience, if you just can't get it set up, you have to remain calm. And that animal's a lot bigger than you are, so you just have to do the best you can. Then your first place showman is this young man right here on the far side with that black steer. He's setting his animal up. Judge is saying how this young man did an excellent job setting him up. Good awareness, good focus. In the ring now is our third class of senior showmen. Another big class coming in the ring now. We have some beautiful animals being exhibited this morning. This young man with the red shorthorn heifer, again a heifer, is a female who has not calved. They're just pulling them out of line to get them set up the way they want them to. Sometimes if they move too far forward, it's best just to pull them out and walk them back into line. Very important to keep that head held high. A young lady just, it's what we call loining the animal, just so they're not all hunched up at the top, kind of relaxing their back. Our judges having the exhibitors walk, seeing how well they're leading their animal and maintaining eye contact. He's having the exhibitors stop and set up their animal. Our judge is beginning to place these exhibitors.
Just so everybody in the live knows, tonight the stage show starts at 7 p.m., not 6. My mistake, I've done everybody 6 all week long. So, my mistake, it starts at 7 p.m. tonight. So make sure you're back. Maybe it's time to go get a good dinner tonight. Chicken pot pie and meatloaf, special for the dining room. Make sure you go still there.
These two young men, the young man with that red shorthorn heifer and the one with the black steer behind him. Those are the judges' top two. They're both fantastic showmen. All of these showmen are great. These two may have a little bit more experience going to other shows, bigger shows, prior to coming to the Carroll County Fair. These young men get their animals set up a little bit quicker, a little more aware of the judge. They know their animal's strengths and weaknesses, so they're doing their best to show them off. Yeah, we can see the judge is having a hard time picking. He needs them to walk around one more time. Just these two young men.
Thanks to the set of showmen here for this third crowd of your seniors. I'm very, very pleased not very back and forth. There's a couple of things these children just do a little bit different.
The gentleman with the red shorthorn heifer is the first place in this class. We have another class as our fourth class of senior showmen. Lots of senior showmen in the beef cattle. It's always nice to see these kids come out and show off all their hard work. Our judge is having the exhibitors walk. Again, looking for that eye contact. And then once they stop, how quick the exhibitor is able to set the animal. Our judge is beginning to place our group of showmen here. This young man with the Hereford, he's in third place. Again, those are all great showmen. They've all worked very hard and done a very good job. And he has placed them just in that order. Young man on the far side is first. Young man in the middle is second. I hope you enjoyed that little glimpse into our beef showmanship contest here at the Carroll County 4-H and FFA Fair. Until next time, this is Kellie McThenia. See you soon.